This time, we're looking at gorgeous family homes that were picture-perfect on the outside, but just not working on the inside.
You've got a good square footage, but perhaps it needs... rejigging.
With tricky layouts causing no end of trouble for our two couples.
There's no opportunity to socialise.
Brilliant.
It's a squash and a squeeze. It's nice to be close.
So how do you balance open-plan family space
It's not really a family kitchen.
with the need for silence and sanctuary?
I'm really excited by these plans.
Phil would say you just buy a new house that has it all.
I've got a problem now, haven't I, Phil?
Yes,
I've got a problem.
I read a survey, 65% of people now ask or want some kind of breakout space, a snug or an office.
survey?
I did read a survey.
Reading
Yes.
property surveys. You're a
happens.
walking, talking property survey.
Why do you think it's changed so much? Because there was a time open plan was... everyone was doing it.
People did it slightly recklessly.
Broken plan, have you ever heard of that?
Don't start making up new terms.
There are so many people that are living in places that have been opened up in years gone past.
Yeah.
And now people are living life in a different way, so they are breaking up.
No, I'm
those
not having this
places.
broken plan. Nope.
Okay.
Absolutely not. Whatever you want to call it, it was the surprise solution for a family we met in 2018. In the bucolic village of Clifford in West Yorkshire, Vic and Paul had been arguing about what to do with their cute-as-a-button two-bed home.
The only thing I like about the house is the front room. Considering we've got a lot of rooms, that's only one room.
There's no reason to move. Love it. And grow with it.
And grow they did. Vic and Paul bought this house 5 years ago. Having struggled to start a family, it was the perfect size for 2 or 3. But then...
Having twins is like
No.
24 hours of noise and physical.
And now they're moving and speaking and fighting. A bit like us.
Luckily, both sets of grandparents have been on hand to help out. But for Vic's parents, who visit every 2 weeks from Southport, it's proved quite costly.
I spent a lot on hotels, on cottages. And I got a phone call from my dad saying, look, Vic, this isn't working long term, so I've decided we found a great site, about 10 minutes away, a really nice site. I'm going to buy a caravan, a brand new caravan.
With Rafi and Grace now 3, 2 beds just isn't enough. And Vic would love to offer her parents a room.
Add to that the front garden that leads out onto the main road through the village.
I just find that I'm spending all my time having to just be outside with the kids because of the garden the way it is.
We could get a different gate with a lock on it. It'd be easier than moving.
In case you'd missed it, Paul is adamant he wants to stay.
We're opposite a pub. Not that I'm in it that much with the arrival of the twins. The location is just ideal. It's just a real close-knit village, which I've become part of, so it'd be quite hard to uplift me out of it.
All strong reasons to remain.
Hello, I'm Phil.
Hello.
It's my mission to make this stunning Yorkshire property the forever family home for Vic and Paul.
Whereas I've got the challenging task of showing them what else they can get for their money.
It looks like a great big, lovely family house. What on earth can be the issues here?
It does look like a family house, and it's a bit of an optical illusion. It's 2 bedrooms, and it just doesn't work.
Who wants to love, who wants to list?
Well, I'm definitely list.
And I love it. It's very hard to get a house like this in this area that has this footprint with the chance to develop it.
Can you just give us the potted history of how long you've been here?
Ironic, I picked the house because it's very pretty. We really struggled with children, so I never dreamt that we'd get twins. There's a boy and a girl. They've got a big bedroom they share. Downstairs isn't functional for me. They're so physically active, which I adore, but this just doesn't work.
So we've got a concrete yard at the back, and grass lawn at the front.
Yeah.
So you feel that if they're playing on the grass...
I have to be with them.
Because of the road? Oh, well, enjoy this one, Cass. Good luck with that.
Paul, why don't you want to move?
We've got primary schools on the doorstep we can walk to if need be. It's near my mum and dad. And to move I think our budget, it's unrealistic.
How often do your parents come up?
Every 2 weeks from Southport. And they've...
Can be that they could stay with you?
Yes, and they've even said they'll give us an extra 15k if you could find an extra bedroom.
Look,
So that
15k would convert that garage like a shot.
That's exactly.
Yes, give me 15k
Put them in the
that
garage.
and that garage will look not feel like a garage. It'll be lovely.
Hang on, I thought that money was for my house hunt.
All's fair in love and war, Phil.
I can see this is not particularly practical. It's a sort of dumping area, isn't it? It's not.
Boot room / conservatory.
It's not really a family kitchen.
Vic and Paul's house layout doesn't suit their family life. And with a love-it budget of £42,000, I'll have to be smart with my solutions.
I think I'd just bang the kitchen through
Into where?
into here. End of problem.
Playroom and the dining room are certainly spaces ripe for conversion.
Well, I can see what you mean. But then you've still only got 2 bedrooms and Granny and Grandpa still can't come and stay. So the problem remains.
Garage.
It's a step up from the caravan, I suppose, but I'm not sure it's what Grandma and Grandpa had in mind.
They're very generous bedrooms.
Yeah. It's easy to make one of these into 2.
Yes.
Parents in the garage, 2 decent-sized kids' bedrooms, kitchen knocked straight through.
But then you're getting into dangerous area in terms of budget.
Ooh.
And she does seem to be the decision maker of the family, and she definitely wants to move.
Find me a couple where the woman isn't the decision maker, Phil.
It's a very pretty house.
Yeah, it's
in a
lovely.
very pretty spot.
Pretty spot.
Opposite his favourite pub.
Yeah. I think you're in much more trouble here than you think you are, Phil. My only worry is budget.
As is mine, as I have 400 grand in this expensive area to find a bigger 3-bed home, or possibly up to 415 grand if I can get that extra 4th bedroom for the grandparents.
Yes, but on top of that, they'll also have to fork out just over £10,000 in stamp duty and roughly 8 grand in legal and moving costs. Money that could be spent on making their existing home work better.
I think you need to have a pretty grown-up conversation about priorities for a home that I'm going to go and look for.
So it's got to have access to schools, primary schools,
Yeah, schools.
initially, high schools.
Definitely the upstairs, but also the downstairs flow and the garden. It's the forever home.
OK. And what
Forever home, Phil.
You don't need to rely on Phil for your forever family home, Vic. I have a plan that will make your £42,000 budget go a long way.
This is your current downstairs of your house. OK, so...
I'm completely thrown now. I'm like, what?
Bear with me, Vic. Under my plan, rather than going sideways into the dining room, we'll be knocking straight through the kitchen into the currently unused playroom. With windows at both ends, Vic will now be able to see the twins in the front garden and spend time with Paul while he's cooking.
So that would be open, or would that
Totally open.
Really?
Yeah, the whole point is to see into the front garden.
And upstairs, we'll be creating a 3rd bedroom by dividing Rafi and Grace's room in 2 and putting in a dormer.
When Granny and Grandpa come, they bunk up. They can have separate bedrooms, and then when their grandparents come every other weekend, that's the 2 nights that they share a room.
And the garages are there to be converted at a later date if they decide to stay.
I'm in a little bit of shock.
Yeah.
I normally don't stop talking, and I've actually been quieter
I know, you've
than I've
achieved
ever
something
been.
remarkable.
Remind me why you didn't go through into the dining room.
Because of the light. Because front to back light is the greatest luxury. Most of their garden was at the front.
Yes, yes.
So
And they couldn't see it.
They couldn't see it. So lines of sight and light are everything. There was no need to go into the dining room. The dining room was a useful space separated from the kitchen sitting room. One of the big mistakes is the corridor room. If a room has too many doors in it, it's very hard to organise the furniture, and so it becomes a wasted space. It just becomes...
People move through it.
Yeah, an unmanageable space. You're better off putting sliding doors and having storage behind those doors.
And then open them when you've got a big gathering.
When you've got a big gathering.
Otherwise...
Yes, yeah. All of those things really, really matter. Your house is not an investment. It is not a show home. It is the place which has to facilitate the functioning of your life. And in 2023, we met a couple whose family home had to perform many more functions than most. Foster carers, Jacqueline and Renee's 6-bed home in Stockport may have been large, but it was the cause of a substantial squabble.
I want to love it.
And I want to list it.
We've created so many memories here, and I do believe this is a forever home. We don't argue, we don't bicker, we don't anything. 24 years, and this is the one thing that's kind of gone.
We can't get on the same page
can't.
about. Brilliant.
The couple live here with their daughter Casey and 2 long-term foster children.
We've been fostering for
14 years.
15 this year, and we've had
30 plus kids.
When the couple bought it, the house had separate kitchen, living and dining rooms. To give Renee the open-plan cooking and entertaining space she wanted, they remodelled the layout.
On a Friday night, we have at least 8 for dinner. It's not unusual to have far in excess of that. We've got things wrong, and when you've spent money on a house and you've not got things quite right, is it not best to just cut your losses and find what works for you somewhere else?
It works, you can feed 22 here, we've done it.
But it's a squash and a squeeze.
It's nice to be close.
It's crunch time in this love it or list it clash.
The couple removed walls between the living room, dining room and kitchen, resulting in a long open space, with the kitchen awkwardly tucked away to the side. They've also extended out to the front, allowing them to convert the garage into an additional bedroom and enlarge the WC into a shower room. Upstairs is a large family bathroom, a WC and 5 bedrooms. In total, they spent £35,000 on the changes and have created cosy bedrooms for Casey and their foster kids. But they haven't treated their own bedroom with the same care and attention.
Some days can be really, really difficult, and when the kids have gone to bed, it's one place we can go and just go, tomorrow's another day.
Okay.
Just want an ensuite.
You want an ensuite.
Jacqueline, your wish is my command.
So, who wants to love, who wants to list?
I want to love it.
And I want to list it.
OK. So you've spent money opening it up, trying to make it work, but it's not working.
Not quite. We ask a lot of the house, and this house has to be a home. It has to be an environment that fills many needs for many different people at many different times. And that's why we did the work downstairs. It's not unusual to do 5 loads of laundry a day when we're at full capacity.
Ooh.
And
You'd love that, wouldn't you? You would love that.
I know. Well, I know exactly. I know what Jacqueline's talking about, and I know
it's never ending.
It's never ending. Your life and your needs for your home. What's gone wrong? Why is it no longer suitable?
It's the entertaining space for you, because Friday night dinners, there's a minimum of 8.
Minimum of 8 people. It's not unusual to have 12 on a Friday night, and we can just about squeeze an extra table in and all squeeze around this table when it's laid out differently. But to then sit comfortably afterwards and have adult conversation and have little people around, it's not working.
You've got a good square footage, but perhaps it needs
rejigging.
And we've never done our own room. So we've never in 15 years had a really lovely bedroom that we can retreat to. I understand exactly why you want to stay. We've also got to bear in mind that we live in a really great neighbourhood. We live in a neighbourhood where it's safe. Not only do we foster lots of different children, but we're also a same-sex couple, and we're Jewish. And we have to be conscious that we feel comfortable in an area where we can be those things.
That is obviously incredibly important.
Yes.
Fortunately, Phil had a more than healthy budget of £550,000 to find Jacqueline and Renee a large family home with the layout that works and the community they deserve.
It's not working. We have to find somewhere else.
Meanwhile, I had a budget of £50,000 to make this higgledy-piggledy house flow and give the couple a real sanctuary to escape to not just upstairs, but downstairs too.
I've got some ideas that I want to discuss with you. Okay? Turn it over.
I want to bring order to the chaos of downstairs. So I proposed a bespoke storage unit cum pantry in the side hall to relieve pressure on the kitchen. Then, by adding sliding glass partition doors, my plan allows the couple to create a snug retiring room to sit back and relax for the evening or have private meetings with social workers. Upstairs, I want Renee and Jacqueline's bedroom to become an oasis of calm. To do that, I'm stealing a chunk from what is currently the primary bedroom to create an ensuite and larger back bedroom for them. The small spare bedroom will now be daughter Casey's study with sliding doors through to her new bedroom.
I think this is a really great idea. I think the downstairs fixes so much for you, and that makes you really, really happy. And the upstairs is something we'd never, ever considered, so...
I'm really impressed that you have seriously considered our circumstances and our family, and excited. I'm really excited by these plans.
Thank you. I love doing this. I really love doing this. Cracks in Team Listit's resolve are beginning to appear.
I didn't expect to be wavering this early on, and now I'm concerned that Jacqueline might win this fight.
I'm definitely going to win.
In 2018, I was working with Vic and Paul to turn their two-bedroomed house in Clifford into a family home big enough for twins and visiting grandparents, but also to find a way to make their living space flow. 4 months after I revealed my plans, walls have come down between the kitchen and playroom, and walls have gone up in the bedroom. Outside, there's a surprise too.
It doesn't even look like our house anymore.
It's just unbelievable, really.
Things are really looking up for Team Lovett. Deciding to go for it and up their budget by another 20 grand, they are turning their conservatory into a proper utility room. This is another step forward towards creating a home which flows for their family's needs. I wanted to see Vic and Paul's progress firsthand. And on arrival, I had some worries about the changed plans that had appeared for their kitchen, living and dining space.
Just going to chuck everything at you now, and then we can discuss it. So no tears, okay?
Not yet.
I think that if you put in double doors there, it turns this room into a corridor.
It also limits the space for a dining table.
Stand there, put one arm up, and the other arm up there. So you, there, out here. So you're a table. There we are.
I'm a table, yeah.
Okay, now I can squeeze round. Paul, but I've still got to get out.
Yeah. So you actually...
So if you wouldn't mind, table sir, will you move a bit forward?
Then that takes...
But then it's not a big table, is it?
Now I've turned all their plans upside down, hopefully I can be more helpful upstairs.
So, what was worrying you about this room?
It just feels too small.
That fits a double bed there.
Really?
Yeah.
It just felt...
No. I mean, OK, so I don't want to get all mucky and I don't make a habit of doing this, but I am 5'7", OK?
Yeah. Oh, right, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I thought
I think I make a less good bed than Paul makes a table, I'm just saying. I also thought, if it doesn't cost a fortune, leave a little hole.
Oh, really? Do you think?
I just think it would be nice for them to be able to go back and forward.
Awesome. Yeah.
They could leave it open if they wanted to.
I love that.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I like to think I have them sometimes. Over in Stockport, Jacqueline and Renee had decided to do more work than we'd originally budgeted for, with a first floor extension.
Whoa. Okie dokie. Wow. Absolutely wonderful, peaceful, big, light green view. With what looks to me like an ensuite shower.
There's a sketch of a sanctuary, and I'm here to help paint it with colour, inspired by a beautiful view of their garden.
Congratulations. This is quite the room.
It will be.
I mean, just this window and the view of the garden.
Yes.
It's so green.
It's lovely, isn't it?
It's really, really lovely. So, what's going on with the colours?
We've gone bold.
One of the things I thought, actually, this is our sanctuary, this is our bedroom, so let's be a little bit bold and maybe do something we've never done before, which is go dark and a bit wild. But we need your help.
I wanted to go with the garden room feel.
You're not going to like this advice.
Losing hope.
Look at the garden. Do you see where the darker green is?
Yes.
And then where it comes out into the light. I don't want this room to look like the dark end of the garden. I'd like this room to reflect the light, to be a continuation of the garden into the room. Imagine that this is an extension of that colour spectrum.
Can I still have the wallpaper?
No. Oh. It is absolutely beautiful. It is staggeringly dark, and I have a very similar one in my bedroom, which is almost identical, but the lighter version of it. Oh, I'm sorry.
It's fine. I won't hold a grudge.
Tough love, but if they get this right, I've got a love it victory in my pocket. Today we're looking at two brilliant builds that were undertaken to solve very contrasting issues. Vic and Paul were in desperate need of open space, whereas Renee and Jacqueline had too much of it. But of course, Phil was convinced the best way to find a layout that worked was to go shopping for a new home. He had a budget of £400,000 to find a home with ample space for both the twins and ideally grandparents. And he thought this house on the outskirts of Harrogate offered up all of that.
So we have in here what I think to be the pretty much ultimate family layout. Initial impression?
The layout is perfect.
It's a Bobby Dazzler.
Yeah.
And because it's a modern house, it's built with contemporary family life in mind. It's designed with that very much as its purpose.
I would not put you down for this look.
No, I would never have gone into it.
Indoors or outdoors?
Out.
Yes, I don't disagree. I don't think anybody would look at any of these houses and go, I love the look of that. It's about what happens inside.
Yeah.
You don't stand outside your house looking at it.
I look at the outside of our current house.
You look at the hedge every day because you're obsessed with that hedge.
Go on, help yourself, have a look at the bedrooms.
Have a look.
See what you think.
It's a lot bigger.
Oh, dear. Paul is like a bit of a scratch record at the moment, but he's determined not to move, and I think the heels are getting firmly dug in.
Oh, this is cute. Very cute. Grace would love this room.
1, 2, 4 bedrooms.
That's right, Paul. The all-important fourth bedroom you're never going to get at home.
I mean, literally, Grace would walk up here and go, this is my bedroom, I love it.
I'm not sensing that Vic and Paul love it, though. The curb appeal and period features of their home that are lacking here are more of a stumbling block than I realised. But something's got to give for their budget.
Do you find much to argue with about the house, apart from the architecture?
It's just a bit too modern.
Yeah, I agree.
You two, we're not getting very fast, are we?
It wasn't the outcome I was hoping for. Luckily, though, as their build budget has increased, so too has their search budget, with the guys prepared to stretch this by another 20 grand. Well, the extra cash has made all the difference to help me find the perfect house with that magic mix of space upstairs and down, and the style they love. We're in the village of Spofforth, just 15 minutes from Clifford. This detached character property is on the market at £435,000, but it's certainly worth the money.
So we've got an old house, but it's been modernised in quite a contemporary, cool way. So we've got a bit of character, but we've still got, you know, modern family space.
Yeah. Very cosy as well. Flow's better than our downstairs.
It's nice.
They'll also like the 4 bedrooms upstairs.
This is the master bedroom simply for the reason it's got the ensuite. It's got the double aspect, it's away from the road.
It's got the nice view as well. How many bedrooms is that?
It's 4 bedrooms.
Yeah. Interesting.
Very interesting, Paul. very, very interesting.
Paul is wavering.
Do you like it? Take everything else out.
Yeah, it's lovely.
Do you like this house?
Yeah, it's lovely.
How about you, Vic?
Yeah, I really like the location. It feels like our house, but better upstairs. And I can see
Yes,
you rocking.
I've noticed that.
You started to rock. It's like a soothing mechanism of I must make myself feel safe. Starting to feel like there might be a compromise coming.
Well, the search certainly got off to a bumpy start, but I feel that I've absolutely delivered with this house, and I'm certainly making Paul look a bit nervous. He's got a lot of thinking to do, so it could go either way.
And so to decision day.
Hello.
Hello. Good morning.
Welcome back. Doing?
How is it? Welcome back.
Very well.
Okie dokie. We've got to show Phil.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. Yes.
Come on in.
Prepare to be wowed, Phil. Straight from the hall, we're first into what had once been an underused dining area cum corridor. Now a great new playroom for the twins, which leaves the sitting room next door a toy-free oasis.
So this is the new little snug toy room.
It's their own space. We've filled that wall in.
Yeah, of course.
So it's not a walkway, it's not a dead space.
The old layout of this house kept the family apart in separate rooms, so it was vital that the new downstairs was opened up to allow a better flow. Now the new playroom leads into a bigger, family-friendly kitchen.
Pretty impressive, isn't it?
Kitchen.
It really
Very
is.
smart.
Gone is the old kids' room and separate galley kitchen. Knocking through has created a stylish space that connects the whole family, even if the children are in the garden.
So you couldn't see the front garden.
No.
Now you can be in the kitchen, see who's coming up the garden.
Yeah, it's very light.
I imagine that combined with the playroom has really changed the dynamic of family life.
It's
has.
switched it completely. It's just fantastic.
I'm happy to see they followed my advice and abandoned the idea of sliding doors in the dining area. It would have compromised the space. Where the cluttered old conservatory once stood, a sleek new utility/cloakroom has taken its place. Not in the original budget, it has contributed to their 20 grand overspend, bringing their total build cost to £62,000. But I think it was well worth it.
And all the hard work has really paid off downstairs and upstairs, where despite all their angst over the size of the twins' new bedrooms, with a new dormer window, this space has divided up really well.
How could they have doubted me?
We're going to Rafi's room first.
Now look at that. He must be thrilled with it.
He adores it. Absolutely adores it.
You know dual aspect rooms, Phil? This is a dual entry room.
Oh, really?
Ta-da!
Oh, cool! Oh, that's awesome.
Do you want to give it a try?
They love it. Oh, well done. He got through.
Yeah.
There we go. They love it.
I'm not surprised.
Best idea I have ever had.
First thing he does in the morning is come in and check on each other. So whoever wakes first, they do it.
Go through the magic door.
It's
called a magic door because we have a story about the magic door.
Yeah.
Grace's room next door is even slightly bigger.
I am a bit dumbstruck.
It is a two-bed house, which is now a three-bed house, and you could not say it wasn't a three-bed house.
No.
Yes, that's right. 3 beds, Kirsty, unlike the 4-bed houses that I showed them. Time to get down to the nitty-gritty.
Some of the issues of the house you haven't been able to solve. The fact that your parents, grandparents still aren't able to come and stay.
Yeah.
But there is always a very solidly built
Caravan.
garage.
I think it was a tricky house for me to kind of come up against.
Yeah.
Because it's a very attractive house in a beautiful spot.
Yeah.
In an expensive area.
Yeah.
We've been writing pros and cons and doing everything, haven't we? We've not been arguing, which is amazing. So it's sort.
That's what the process has done.
Yeah, it's really taken out that bickering.
Have you reached a decision?
Yes, we have.
You have.
But only just
Just
this morning?
Last night and then going over it again.
Yeah, this morning.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, the time is nigh.
Vic, Paul,
Are you going to love it?
Or list it.
We're going to love it.
But invest further in it at a later date.
Yes.
That's the compromise.
The space out the back gives us the opportunity to get that 4th bedroom in time. It's not immediate,
No.
but this house has the
a 5-year
potential for the
plan.
landscaping out the back and the garage, which the others
Didn't have.
within our price bracket. And the other thing is, because we adopted the plans that you suggested, it's made the house more enjoyable for you.
Yeah, but we did say, you know, we did have I think we had a house, didn't we? And we've now got a home.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Well, good decision, well made.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I have always maintained that if you are going to open up the ground floor of your house or the living area of your flat, you have to retain little spaces.
Yes.
There are 2 little spaces that I really like to retain. One is the laundry room, so that you don't have a washing machine effectively in your sitting room, dining room.
Yeah.
And the other is to retain a small, not necessarily entirely closed off, for telly watching or study.
Yeah, a bit of privacy, bit of peace and quiet. But the whole house was more family friendly. It had better flow throughout.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
was lighter, it was brighter. They could see the garden.
Yeah.
I loved that connection between the twins' rooms.
Yeah, it was really
thought that
sweet.
it was really cool.
It was really sweet.
Yeah, it was a good success, that was.
Yeah. And in Stockport, Phil was on the search with a budget of £550,000 for Renee and Jacqueline, foster carers whose house needed to do a lot of work for their sometimes hectic home life. Phil was starting off strong in the suburb of Heald Green. Priced at offers over £500,000, this 5-bed, 3-storey townhouse was part of a gated community in an area they love. Phil was hopeful this house would hit the sweet spot with its open-plan cooking and entertaining space, as well as providing a haven with a large main bedroom with ensuite.
Come on in and check out this amazing house. So, big hallway.
Yep.
But actually, who does all the loads of washing at home?
Me?
Look at that!
Wow.
That is the biggest utility room in the world.
I'm going to be very happy in there. I shouldn't be saying that, actually. Wow. Oh, no. You
No.
give me a curveball already.
No, you're probably right. You've got flexibility with this house as to how you use the different spaces. I felt it had good flow. The kitchen is an extension they put on fairly recently.
Oh.
It's got a big table in it.
I love the kitchen.
This is nowhere near enough dining space. So I'm thinking, how would I rejig this house so that I could have the dining, entertaining space? What are you thinking, babes?
I'm reluctantly thinking it's doable. Wow. Yes. OK.
That utility room's bought it for you.
That's it. I mean...
Show her a shiny utility room and she's all yours.
Exciting times. The downstairs has caused quite a stir, and they've not even seen upstairs yet. There's 5 bedrooms in total, 2 doubles on the second floor with a large family bathroom. There's a further 3 bedrooms on the first floor, including their oasis of calm.
So we've got a good size ensuite, king size bed, loads of
room. I think you're quite happy with yourself right now.
I am feeling quite happy with myself right now.
Kirsty says cracks are beginning to show in Team List It. Well, I think Team Love It's foundations are crumbling. So that's one win already in the bag, but I think I can do even better. I'm taking Renee and Jacqueline to Wilmslow, a leafy commuter town 10 minutes from their current home.
That's where we got married.
Well, they've got great memories of the area, and I've found a 4-bed detached property that I think will seal the deal. This house could be a marriage made in heaven.
After you.
Oh, wow! Oh, my goodness.
Oh, she's looking happy.
Come on, follow me. Big living room.
Wow. I love that.
Through to even bigger kitchen.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, dear. Oh, Phil.
Oh, wow. This is like different level.
It is absolutely perfect for hosting.
This is what I want.
I've got a problem now, haven't I, Phil?
Yes,
I've got a problem. I've got no words for you right now, Phil.
Well, I've got 3 for you. Team listed.
Oh, my. Oh, wow.
It's exceptional.
Wow.
These two need a sanctuary, and that's been focused on an ensuite. But this is me thinking outside the box. This could be their haven.
Oh, Phil.
So, adult sanctuary, time out, you need some breathing space. Don't cry.
I can't believe it. I can't believe it.
You made me cry, Phil.
But that, I just thought, is the ideal adult sanctuary.
I think we need...
I seriously can't believe it.
This garden could be the oasis of calm and tranquility that the couple so deserve. The house has 4 spacious double bedrooms and a large family bathroom. But there's one very important thing it's missing.
No ensuite.
No ensuite.
I'm holding on to that.
All right, babes.
Okay.
Now, here we have the compromise.
How are you getting on?
Yes. I'm feeling a little bit better now.
Oh, really? Why?
There's no ensuite. I'm absolutely gutted.
Hang on.
Okay.
There were some options.
Okay.
Okay.
That area, including the cupboard and the wardrobe of the main bedroom, could be made into an ensuite.
Okay.
The neighbours have gone up into the loft using this space.
Okay.
They put their main bedroom and ensuite up there.
But that's a lot of money to do work like that.
It's not a...
And this is already top end of budget.
This house is perfect downstairs. It's everything we could want and more.
Definitely.
You could have been convinced, couldn't you?
I was wavering. Definitely wavering.
Never before, or indeed since, have I had a search where the focus was on the utility room.
I so respect anyone's desire for laundry space and private bathing space. Having a separate space, separate from the kitchen, separate from anywhere else in which to store cleaning products, do cleaning, do ironing, for me is absolutely key.
I mean, they really needed a utility room simply because they did so many washes every day. And also, the ensuite, that was a major part of the search. They needed a sanctuary. They needed some privacy and sort of time away from the hecticness of what was going on in the house.
So was the sanctuary Jacqueline and Renee needed going to be in their current home or somewhere new? With the build over, it was time to head back to Stockport for the big decision. Sadly, sans Philippe, as he was working abroad.
Right, Phil. The sun is not entirely shining, but you don't need to worry about that, do you? Because you're in New Zealand on a working holiday. I've seen your photos. I think holiday is more prominent on this trip than working. That's very strange for that, Phil. Mind you, I could get used to it.
Hello.
Welcome back.
It's just me.
Come in, it's chilly.
Thank you.
Renee and Jacqueline had already opened up the downstairs, but rather than creating an elegant layout, they had a disorganised and poorly defined jumble of sofa seats and tables. I've helped them bring order to the chaos and achieve the harmonious flow they so wanted. By installing the sleek and stylish partition doors, the couple have the best of both worlds. Open plan, but also a cosy snug.
What I love about it is that for a small change, it's a major alteration.
The sliding doors prove that simple changes can make a big difference. Like the L-shaped sofa, creating definition between the family living space and dining area. And I absolutely adore the bench seating, which is super important for this sociable couple.
That is proper banquette seating.
Do you know how many kids we can get sat around that table now?
Yeah. That's a 10-person table.
Yeah,
Yes,
easily.
definitely.
Easily, yeah.
And super cosy.
Yes.
In the utility, they fitted much-needed storage cupboards and added a second washing machine. I remember all too well Jacqueline saying she can do 5 loads of laundry a day.
That must make life so much easier.
And it seems like such a simple thing to do, just add a second washing machine.
It's just absolutely brilliant.
Jacqueline and Renee were in desperate need of a haven from the stress and strains of their work as foster carers, and their bedroom was failing to deliver. Their old room now belongs to daughter Casey.
Oh my word.
Teenage bedroom now, not little girl room.
I love this.
Thank you.
And by cleverly reconfiguring and extending the back bedroom, the couple have the sanctuary they deserve.
Oh my God. It's fantastic.
By building a small extension, they've created a relaxing seating area. They've added stylish fitted wardrobes, treated themselves to a luxurious rustic bed with discreet storage, and they have that all-important private shower room. It's like a super swish hotel suite.
I've never seen this colourway.
I love it, actually. I didn't think I would, and I do.
You too? It's like you've actually taken my advice.
Absolutely, we did.
We listened.
Oh, that's a rare treat.
I'm glad they followed my advice. The soft, tranquil tones of the wallpaper highlight the view of their garden.
This is your sanctuary.
It really is.
This is your sanctuary.
I am in awe of all that Jacqueline and Renee have achieved. A fantastic transformation that keeps Team Love It firmly in the game.
I think you should be incredibly proud of yourselves.
Thank you.
I think well done. It's lovely.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
But the question is, are you going to love it? Or are you going to list it?
It's been a very tough decision. We have been swapping places, and we only really agreed last night.
We're going to love it.
Yay! For as long as we have the privilege of doing what we do, this house meets all of those needs.
We were very, very close.
We were.
Because to see Renee so happy at other properties, it was such a big thing, because ultimately your happiness really, really matters, and it was a big shock. But ultimately this house gives us the opportunity to help so many other families when they're having a difficult time.
And we've done so many nice things to this house.
This house is great.
I didn't think we would get to a stage where the house would look this good.
They loved it. It was very impressive.
They loved it. I loved it. I was so impressed. I was so thrilled with how thrilled they were.
Yeah.
It was a real triumph. They got the snug stroke meeting space, which worked very well. They got the sanctuary of their bedroom with the ensuite, and their utility room really became a dedicated, updated space.
The bench seating looked awesome.
The thing about the bench seating is it means when you've got fewer people in the house, you just push the table against the wall and you use either end and one side. And then when you've got more people, you pull it out. They loved it.
It solved all of their needs.
Yeah. 2 families where the needs of the children were really being catered to by the work that was being done.
Yeah.
But in both cases, better houses were being created. It wasn't just about those families and their needs. It was about what would be more attractive to a prospective buyer.
You did good.
Well, thank you. But 6 months on, do Jacqueline and Renee still feel the same way?
I've definitely fallen in love with the house again. I didn't think I would, but knowing now that every room has a purpose, it has a function, it works for us like no other house that we saw on the search.
I think the decision to love it has worked for us, for both of us, for now.
This might be a delayed win for Team List It, but let's not tell Phil.
To be fair, if we're out in public now and we pass an estate agent, I'm the first one to stop. We're so happy. The house is absolutely wonderful. But as we continue to get older and our children that we currently have get older and move on, it might then be time to downsize ever so slightly.
I think the property search was surprising for both of us. You were very open-minded, but I was surprised because every house we went into, you were like, oh, Phil, oh, I love this one. Oh, this is nice. Definitely moved you one way. Onto the winning side, maybe. No.
I've been through that. I already won. It's not a rematch.